here, I've got D, that's the day, and T, total number of cases, and I'm going to go and sketch a little graph. So doc, insert data and statistics, and this is going to be D, and this is going to be T for total number of cases. Is it on here? There we go, T. So we've got this model here, and when you've been putting exponential models, we've discussed that it doesn't have that extra part needed where it starts to level off the number of cases, and that's where we go to the logistic function. Menu, analyze, regression, logistic. Now when we choose logistic equals 0, it means it's going upwards, kind of from 0. This logistic is going downwards, so aeroplane passing overhead. We'd use this logistic model if it was some kind of exponential decay but heading towards a fixed value, like maybe coffee cooling to room temperature. So we'll use this one for going upwards. Okay, so off we go. And it doesn't look like it's done anything different from what we might expect it to do, but there's a massive difference. If I just grab these and just change the scale, I should be able to just point to the scale here. And if I grab this and come down, can you see what the model's doing? So the model is heading towards some kind of fixed asymptote of a value, and that particular value is given in this function here. Okay, so this is a beautiful model. You can just fit it and then just try and play with it. Okay, another thing, once we've fitted the model, we actually save this model to somewhere, to F1 or F2 or F3. So let's just do it again. Menu. Alright, sorry. No, under here, when we actually fitted the model, it just fitted the model like straight away. So what we can do is go back to the table of values here, and we can just go menu, statistics, stat calc, and we want the logistic regression D equals 0 going upwards, and that is D, and this is T, and now we're going to save the equation to F3, okay, because that's my default. I'm going to press OK, and it's in here. But now what we can do is, once we do this, it's the same values as before. We can go doc, insert a graph, and now we can go up and we can plot F3. Okay, so it's here, but we now have to change the scale. So menu, window zoom, window settings. We can go, I'll go -1 day to, let's go to 100 days. Let's go -6 to, I don't know, let's go to 500,000. 500,000 cases. Okay, so that was a bit too much. So I'll just go and change the number of cases to 200,000. Is that right? Oh, that's 2 million. 200. Oh no, I can't even count. It's 50,000 we need. Okay, my bad. Alright, so there's the model, which is pretty good. We can also do something fancy here. Menu, graph entry, and we can actually do a scatter plot. Now, it's a bit weird we're doing a scatter plot on a graph, but watch. The x values here, if we go to the variables, that was, the latest variables were for stat3 x, and menu, because this was for F3, wasn't it? Sorry, just press escape there, escape, and then the y variable is stat3 yreg. Okay, if we press that, we get all the points, the data plotted from the actual data sheet, which is quite nice, isn't it? So you can get that on the graph plotting page. And I think that, you know, on the graph plotting page, you've got maybe a little bit more flexibility now, because when you can go menu, you can trace, you can graph trace, and you can just play around with this. Okay, you can even just type in 0, enter, and it'll pop into 0135. So you can just type in numbers here. You can actually go after 50 days, enter. So this is a really cool tool that after 50 days, we've got this 35,851. Now, I think this is my data for Spain, okay? So that's a pretty nifty tool. If I go back to my data set here, I've got another set of data, A, B here, just to illustrate the kind of cooling effect. So if I go doc, insert data and statistics, if I go B here, I think it's the other way around actually, if I go A here, If I go B here, just some kind of cooling effect, and then Menu, Analyze, Regression, and now Logistic D not equal to 0 because it's going downwards, it's not going upwards. Then you get this lovely model here. So this is the built-in kind of logistic model, but going downwards, reducing. And it's again quite an interesting model here. And there's this 108 here. You might think, well, what does that do? And you might not be surprised to know that that clearly is where this function is kind of heading towards. Okay, so you've got two logistic models you can use there. One's an increasing logistic, one's a decreasing logistic. That would be pretty useful to model the real world data we're doing currently.